Al-Shabaab or the president is pointing fingers at the opposition, or rather the political networks to be behind these attacks?
Now, some are already suggesting why this is a ploy to deflect attention away from the security feeling of President Kenyatta's government and his own responsibility in all this.
Well, you can understand that because in 1 year we've had over 30 terror attacks in the country, and each time an attack happens, Kenyans demand answers, and they demand from security agencies to act. But they're very quick to react. That's the feeling. On social media, the trending topics have been about that. They're saying that the security agencies only react, they don't act, and that's why those who went to Mpeketoni, where at the scene of the attack, were blocked by the locals there from gaining entry because they were angry and they were frustrated that nothing keeps happening. The last time we had an attack in Kenya, Nairobi, in the second-hand clothes market, the president blamed the UK and said that, including Western countries, that they're not sharing intelligence reports with his own people. And that sort of changed and shifted the attention to the West.
Right.
And it appears it's becoming more or less like a pattern.
Dennis Okari there in Nairobi. Soon to come, Malawi's new president, Mutharika, delivers his debut State of the Nation address. But first, there have already been claims that the government of Sudan is targeting civilians in a continued attack on troubled areas of Darfur in South Kordofan and the Blue Nile State. And now the medical charity MSF says one of their hospitals was bombed yesterday in a deliberate attack by government forces. Apparently, it was one of 4 hospitals hit in the same area. It is felt this was the latest target by the government in what Sudan's government minister called a decisive summer operation to end rebellion. I spoke to Brian Mola, head of the MSF Sudan mission, about this attack on the hospital.
Yesterday afternoon at about 4 o'clock, aircraft from the Sudanese Air Force dropped 12 bombs on the village of Farandala, where we have a hospital clinic located. 2 of the bombs hit the hospital and partially destroyed the facility. 6 people were wounded in Farandala. 1 staff member was injured lightly, and 5 civilians were injured, 3 of them seriously. It came after several overflights of Antonov aircraft. The area suffers from frequent overflights from jet fighters and bomber aircraft.
Did any of your staff see the aircraft identified as a government aircraft?
Not identified. They were flying at high altitude.
So you're assuming that is the government?
Yes.
But what would they gain by bombing 4 hospitals that are looking after civilians?
This action comes as part of an intensification of the conflict in South Kordofan as part of the summer offensive. There's been a marked increase in military operations in South Kordofan